Hey guys, Ghost Sister here, and I'm back with another video. So today we're going to do a deck profile on Flareon Raichu. Flareon Raichu has been around since X and Y came out. People thought of Raichu as a hard counter to Evital, which it was. Circle Circuit does 20 times the amount of bench Pokemon you have. So if you have a full bench, it does 100, and then times 2 for weakness, it does 200 damage, which knocks out most lightning EXs. So the main idea of the deck is to evolve the EVs. I run a 2-2 line of Energy Evolution EVs and Signs of Evolution EV. The reason we only run a 2-2 is we only run one Grass Energy because we have Empoleon in the deck. So the one Grass is just for an energy and also for energy evolution if we can ever get that going. It's kind of inconsistent, so I'm running a 2-2 instead of like a 3-1. So yeah, anyways, we run the one grass energy to evolve into Leafeon. Leafeon is a decent counter to Toad. They still have lasers, which is a shame, but if you can two-shot them and they can't two-shot you, you pretty much are in a great spot. But with Energy Crush, it does 20 times the amount of energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. So if they say have 4 energy out, 4 times 20, or the other way around, yeah, 4 times 20, it's 80 times 2, 160. If you have a Silver Bangle down, it's a knockout. They only need to put 3 energy down, because 20 times 6, 120. And then if you have a Silver Bangle attached, it does an additional 30. So it does 90, and 90 times 2 for weakness is 180. So you one-shot Toads. But you have to get the Silver Bangle down turn 1, and that's why we run 3, just so we have a greater shot of getting a Silver Bangle on EVs. Also, in the Evital matchup, we only need 3 bench Pokemon to Circle Circuit for the knockout, considering 20 times it's the same math as Energy Crush. So, yeah, that's the idea. The really main attacker is Flareon. Vengeance is an amazing attack. It does 20 plus 10 for each Pokemon in this card. We run 23 Pokemon, so the damage cap is pretty high, especially when we run Empoleons. We run a 0-0-2 line because we don't really need the Primplups and the Piplups due to a card that came out in the new set, Archie's Ace in the Hole. It's a great card, but you need to know how to play it. You need to look at your hand and just think, can I get an Archie off this turn? And if you can, then go for it, if it's your best play. To maximize our chances of Archie, we run 4 Battle Compressor. This is also to get Pokemon in the discard really easily. We also run 4 VS Seekers, so if an Archie's already been played or been discarded by a Battle Compressor, you can get it back with a VS Seeker. We run 2 Jirachis. They're the same thing, but different arts. Stellar Guidance grabs a supporter, so if you Ultra Ball away your hand and grab a Jirachi, and Jirachi's the last card in your hand, and if Archie's left in your deck, then you can Archie that turn, which is a great combo. We run 2 Execute. Execute's ability is great. Propagation allows you to Ultra Ball away 2 eggs, and it's pretty much a Pokeball without the flip, I guess. That's the best way of putting it. Also, Battle Compressor gets them out turn 1. We run 2 Auto now. This is just for Busybody and another Pokemon discard. Hit Bump can be used, but it's only if it's like your last chance at the game, or you just want to troll someone, I guess. Busybody, you can remove a special condition and heal 10. This is also to combat lasers, because if there's no Verbank out and they don't attack for turn, then you use, and you're not asleep, that is, then you use Busybody and you can heal for 10 damage and get rid of the poison. So it combats laser to where you can either wake up or you can remove poison, so it helps out in the deck. For draw support, we run 4 Acrobike. This is another way of discarding Pokemon and cards we don't need. Also, we draw a card. So if you're If you don't have a supporter and you have an acro bike in hand, you're going to see the top 2 cards of your deck. So chances are you will get a supporter, but then again, there's always those scenarios. We have, of course, Archie, as I already went over. It does draw you 5 cards after you put a Pokemon on the bench, and it turns into, if you have a egg in the discard, it turns into 7 cards, considering Empoleon's ability. I haven't even gone over Empoleon. Empoleon is a great Landorus counter, Landorus EX that is. All water weak Pokemon pretty much die to it in one shot, considering Attack Man is a decent attack, and if you have a full bench and a Silver Bangle, then it's a one shot. You don't even need a full bench considering they have to have at least 1 Pokemon in play. So this is considered draw support, I guess. Also, Jirachi is considered draw support, but who cares? We already went over that. For Juniper, best draw supporter in the game, other than like a Colress, I guess. But Colress is iffy, considering early game you don't want it in hand. And we want to discard stuff. We only run 1 N because we don't really want to shuffle our hands into our decks all that often. And Juniper is just the supporter we want for turn. We run the 1 trump card. It's just for if we're going to deck out, and we're not even really using Flareon's attack to get knockouts. It'll get us back our stuff, so this can be cut, but it's too good to not cut, or too good to cut. This isn't a draw support, but it's a Lysander. You need 1 at least. We only run 1 because you don't really need 2, but 2 is okay if you have space, considering Jirachi and you don't want it to be prized. Should go over everything else. We run Computer Search as our A-Spec. It's the best, in my opinion, A-Spec in the game as of right now. Allowing you to search for anything in your deck is amazing, especially early game. Dowsing Machine helps you out later game, I guess. But it's very situational when Computer Search is just helpful all around. Scoop Up Cyclone, same, situational. Scramble Switch, situational. Especially, we don't want it in this deck. We don't run high energy count anyway. 2 Escape Rope. This is just for poison flips and everything. So against Toad they're useless, but against Yveltal and everything, then we have a chance. Especially against Yveltal, considering we're probably gonna have a Raichu on the bench, and that has free retreat anyway. So if you need to make a play, Raichu's always a free retreat. We run 4 Ultra Ball just to discard things and search. And as I said earlier, if you have 2 eggs in the discard, you get to search for free. Does propagation, you bring them back into your hand, and then you discard them. So that's a good combination. I already went over the 3 Silver Bangle, but that's just to hit numbers for Toads and Yveltals, and just an additional 30 damage is great. For our energy count, we run 4 double colorless. Our main attackers, which would be Leafeon, Flareon, and Raichu, they have a colorless attack cost. So it's great. You need to run 4, especially for Flareon's Vengeance. For Grass Energy, we only run the 1 because it's only for Energy Evolution combo, like for turn 1s or something. You can always just attach it to other things. We run the 2 Water for Empoleon's attack. It's situational. Well, you want to get Empoleon out every game, but you don't really need to attack with him every game, except for like against Water Weak, like Landorus CX and such. But he's always good to get out, and if you need to attack with him, then we have the 2 Water Energies for it. I'd like 3 Water Energy, but it was either that or cut an Audino, and Audino's just too good for it. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. I went over every card in the deck, other than Pikachu. That look like good old Pikachu. Nuzzle is a great attack. You can just paralyze stuff. I don't know. Never forget about Pikachu, guys. Always a good stall tactic, especially back when Yveltal Raichu, and Raichu was just a good counter to Yveltal, which was the best stacking format. Which it kind of still is. That's why we run the Raichu. I'll talk about the strengths and weaknesses of this deck. This deck, if you can get lucky enough to get a silver bangle down and have your opponent already have 3 energies on the field, I guess, you can beat Toad. Toad isn't a great matchup. Virizion, Genesect, and Steel, you just destroy, considering Flareon. You only need a couple of things in this card, and that's really easy to do with Battle Compressor in the format. The strengths of this deck is it's pretty quick, and it can hit for a lot of damage. And your attackers only give up 1 prize, which is amazing, especially with stuff that has like 140 HP, like in Flareon. Like, it can tank a hit. Like, they 2-shot you and you 2-shot them. It's a trade you want to make, considering they're giving up 2 prizes, you're giving up 1. Especially with attack command, it's... Let me do the math. You can never 1-shot unless it's like a non-EX, or Water Weak, so... But it's still a solid attacker. Weaknesses is if Toad can trump card you, and like Evil Toad, if they can trump and then Quake and Punch, and you don't have access to a Leafeon, you pretty much lose. And that happened to Oshawa Water Bottle in top 8 of states. So that's how he lost his top 8 matches. He was running Flareon. I was running Mega Manectric, Sudoku. You guys were wondering about states. We're probably going to upload something to talk about states. But anyway, that's it for the profile. I might get a game in with it. It'll be a separate video though. I'm hopefully going to do a couple more deck profiles. I'd like to. I'm just rambling at this point. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys in the next one.